Hi, it's James Layton. Today I've got a couple of topics to discuss. The first one is the ultimate goal of a bulking phase and reverse dieting. I think they kind of closely work in together, so I'm going to discuss it in one video. So first of all, I'm going to discuss the goals of a bulking phase. So very simply, the goal of a bulking phase is basically to build as much muscle as possible with minimal fat gain. Okay, that's the ultimate goal. Now, there's a couple of other less important factors that need to be in place as well. So the second most important thing behind them two is basically trying to get your metabolic rate as efficient as possible. So why is this important? So essentially, if you go from a bulking phase with, just say for instance you go up to 3,500 calories at your bulk before you enter a deficit into a dieting phase, trying to lose body fat, and then you have an individual on 2,000 calories who's bulked up and now is going to go into a deficit. The individual consuming 3,500 calories has so much more room to play with. So essentially that is very important, because essentially the person on 3,500 can drop their calories a little bit and they'll start losing body fat. The same goes for the person 2,000 calories. But look how many more calories the person consuming 3,500 has to play with. So they've got more to cut from. Performances in the gym is going to be much better, e.g. strength is going to be better. And now I'm going to touch on reverse dieting. Okay. So the ultimate goal of reverse dieting is, after a prolonged fat loss, caloric deficit period, your body is essentially going to be primed to put on body fat. Certain hormonal changes, and your body basically has one goal, and that's survival. So it senses through extended caloric restriction, it's going to essentially want to put on body fat to keep it alive. So the goal is now, so we slowly bring down the calories as we've got leaner, we've maybe had refeed days in, etc. But the ultimate goal now is to try and maintain that level of leanness. And I say that's the main goal. You probably, at the end of your diet, that's as lean as you're ever going to be. However, you can maintain it to a certain degree. So the ultimate goal now is to slowly increase calories back up at a disproportionate rate to weight gain. So what most people do when they diet is they essentially go on a big binge, and most of you probably know this, you probably put on that weight back that you lost in a very short period of time. So the goal is now slowly increase the protein. Is going to stay relatively constant. It's going to be the fats and the carbohydrates going to come up. So more the carbohydrates than fats within that as well. So a good way to do this is essentially week 1. You're probably going to need about 2 weeks just to let your metabolic rate basically come to a baseline essentially. So 2 weeks exactly the same macros, so protein, carbs, fats, same as when you finish the diet. And then you're going to slowly increase them carbs and fats up. So it might only be as small as adding in, I don't know, 20 grams of carbohydrates and 5 grams of fat every day for the week. Then you measure your weight, pictures, measurements. Did you gain any weight? No. So maybe add in just a little bit more the following week. Did you gain weight? Probably keep it the same or even drop that back slightly. So the ultimate goal is slowly walking up carbohydrates, fat intake to the point where you're a similar leanness. You will probably gain some body fat, but it's a case of coaxing it back up rather than going on a big binge after the deficit. You're going to put all that body fat back on. So I hope you found this informative and useful. Please like, subscribe to my channel, and have a great day. Thank you.